Let's get started. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. If you don't know, I'm Jerelis, and I've been wanting to do this for a long time, but I've always been picky about like setups and stuff, you know. I'm filming a tutorial. I'm getting ready to go to work, so I'm gonna show you one of the looks that I would typically do on a work day, you know. Keep looking at myself because I look busted. I know I haven't done my hair because I do my hair after my makeup, besides the point. But so yeah, let's get started. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to moisturize and prime my skin with the Smashbox Photo Finish Primerizer. Yeah, so I'm gonna let that set into my face. And now I'm gonna do my brows. Okay, so we're back and the brows are looking a little crusty because I need to clean them up, but that's what they look like. I'm gonna take the LA Girl Pro Conceal in the shade Creamy Beige, and I'm gonna clean up my brows. So I'm just gonna take that and put this all over my eye for my eyeshadow. I don't even know what look I'm gonna do today. Honestly, I don't. All I know is that I'm gonna do something cute and decide it quick. And I'm gonna take my little rusty dusty sponge. I need a new one. This is the Sonia Kashuk one. I couldn't tell you exactly which one because it came in a pack of 3 and it was on clearance, so I bought it. So I'm gonna blend this. So that's one brow. Let's do the other. Okay, so those are the brows complete. I'm just gonna take some translucent powder to set them. I'm using the Coty Airspun. This one is the translucent extra coverage. And I'm gonna take my little fluffy brush. I don't know where it's from. I don't even remember how I got it. But we gonna set my eyelids. That was a lot of powder. I don't know what look I want to do, so we're just gonna open up Riviera and see if I get inspired. It's like brand new. I got this from work and I love her so much. She's so pretty. But I'm thinking maybe like a pink or like peachy look. Just so many cute colors in here and I want to use them all. So let's just wing it and see what happens. So we're gonna take Coastline, which is like Estate, but it's a little darker. And I'm gonna put that in my crease. Going on in the crease, we're gonna take more of Coastline and do the other side. Okay, so next I'm gonna take a little bit of Monte Carlo and I'm gonna use that to deepen up the crease, still using the fluffy side of the brush that came in the palette, and I'm going to, you know, work. Ooh, girl. I don't know if I'm feeling like a sunset type of look or what I want to do yet, because I really want to use that purple, but I don't know. I got something in my eye. Oh. So yeah, I think I'm feeling a like sunset look. So I'm gonna use both the ABH palette and the James Charles palette. So let's take her out. Boom, she was upside down. That's cute. So, Morphe X James Charles. And I'm gonna definitely do a sunset look. So I'm gonna take this side, like the little packer side from the ABH palette, and I'm gonna take Monte Carlo again, which is the pink that's in my crease, but I'm gonna pack it on to kind of brighten it up because I'm still gonna blend the orange and yellow out for the sunset effect. Ooh, my bad. That's good for right now. Going in with the James X Morphe palette, I'm going to take the shade 518, which is the orangey color on it, or in it, whatever. And I'm gonna blend that pink out, or I'm gonna blend it into the pink, if that makes any sense at all. You'll see. You should have something like that, and I'm gonna go ahead and do the other side. I'm gonna intensify this a little bit more, so I'm gonna take like a really dense like packer brush, and I'm going to go in with Bahamas, which is that bright pink, and I'm gonna pack it on first and then blend out the two shades together. So I'm mixing Monte Carlo and Bahamas, which is like the bright pink and the more muted pink in the Riviera palette. And I'm gonna pack that into my crease and then pack on the orange and then blend those out together afterwards, if that makes sense. Packing it on first, and then I'm gonna go back out and blend it, because I want it to be really bright. And I probably should have like primed my eyes with like my white concealer so it'll intensify the colors, but it's okay. We don't need to do all that. I'm just extra, but we've been new. So I'm actually gonna take a smaller fluffy brush, and instead of taking 518, I'm gonna go in with B. So I'm gonna go in with B instead and pack that above the pink to mix them together to create an orange, rather than do orange and then yellow, because I don't have much space. So taking the James palette, I'm dipping into B. She's right there. And then I'm going to pack that right above the, right above Bahamas. So I'm going to leave that unblended for now, and then I'm going to do the other side and then blend them both out. Really packing her on. So I'm gonna take that brush I was using with, and I'm just gonna tap into the slightest bit of 518, tap that off, and then just blend those two together. go back in with like all the colors. And it's all about blending back and forth. I'm gonna take another packer brush. I'm gonna take this little like bullet brush and use that to put the like really pack the orange in there, because you can't really see like on camera. So I'm gonna take this little one and go back into 518. I'm gonna take 518 and blend it in with Rusted. I think Rusted is a more like true tone orange. And I'm gonna see if Rusted works better, which it does. You can already definitely tell. So we're gonna take Rusted, because I feel like 518 is more of like a yellow orange color. So we're putting Rusted in there. Because then we're gonna blend it out with the yellow again over top. I'm gonna do that to the other side. Okay, so now I'm gonna take another little pencil brush and I'm going to go in with Cans from the Riviera palette, which is this purple. And I'm gonna deepen up that pink. And then I'm just gonna go in with another fluffy blending brush. And once that's packed on, I'm gonna blend that out with Bahamas, just the slightest bit. You don't want to go too hard so nothing gets lost, but I'm just gonna blend that purple out with Bahamas. Now I'm gonna take my Makeup Revolution Cut Crease Canvas Full Coverage Eyeshadow Base, and this is in the shade Halo. It's the white one. And I'm going to use that to cut my crease. Ooh, yes, honey. Okay, guys, so I went ahead and cut the crease and put some of that teal color Seychelles on the lid. Now I'm going to take this little blender brush and dip into Cans, which is the purple shade in the Riviera palette, and I'm gonna blend it out in the outer corner. Okay, now that that's on there, I'm going to take one of my other favorite blending brushes. This is the Furless ME3 brush. This is my favorite brush for blending. So I'm gonna go ahead and just take off that excess pigment that may be on there. And then I'm just gonna use that to blend out the outer corners. Take this little fluffy side. This is the brush that came with the Anastasia palette. Go back into Cans and blend out that outer edge. I'm gonna take my Tarte Base Tape primer. It's a hydrating primer, and I'm going to put that on my skin. I'm going to take This is the Clean Slate Timeless Smoothing Primer by Tarte as well. I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna put this over the nose area because it's a little bit thicker and it'll smooth out the nose, which is what I want it to do. So I'm gonna take just a little bit, warm it up, and then put that on the nose. Next, I'm going to take the Ready Set Radiant Spray by Tarte and spray my face. Just to keep it hydrated. Ooh. Y'all see that? That's just from the spray, honey. Okay. So I'm gonna take the Maybelline Fit Me Dewy Foundation. This was in 220. This is not my shade by any means, but it's the closest thing I have to it. So I'm gonna use it. And it looks better like as I blend it. I'm gonna take my smudge and I'm just gonna blend that in. And now I'm going to take my LA Girl Pro Concealer. It's the same one that I use to clean up my brows. And I'm just going to conceal everything else. I'm also putting a little bit like over the nose, just because I feel like that's where I can use extra coverage. Make sure that's all blended. I got concealer on my like lower eyelashes, if y'all can tell. Oh wow. And now I'm going to clean up the top of my brows with the concealer. Concealing the extra places that I need, and just gonna blend those out. Okay, now I'm gonna take my sponge and dip into my translucent powder, and I'm gonna pack that under the eye. And I'm gonna let that sit, and then I'm gonna take my fluffy powder brush and just go in and set the rest of the face. gonna take this little fluffy brush and I'm just gonna set like the smaller places, like above the eyebrows, the nose, just because the big powder brush is just way too big. So okay, so next I'm gonna take, don't judge her because she's been through a lot, but my Profusion highlight and contour palette. The highlighter fell and broke, y'all. Like, do y'all see? We're not getting into it. And I'm gonna take this little fluffy brush and dip into the medium chisel right there. I'm trying to show you guys, but not drop any highlighter. It's that one in the middle. As y'all can tell, I'm about to hit pan on it. And just dip into it, tap off the excess, and I'm going to contour. Okay, now that that's done, I'm gonna take this little fluffy dome brush, dip into the same shade, and like that's good. And I'm gonna take my little blending brush from e.l.f. and blend that out. I'm gonna contour my nose really quick with my little fluffy blending eye brush from e.l.f. and I'm gonna contour my nose. Okay, now that my nose is contoured, gotta put this away. I'm going to bake my face. Put away my translucent powder, and I forgot that I have to bake underneath my contour, so we're just going to be very careful with her. I don't know if I want to use that side or this side. I always use this side, so let's just use that side. Dip into that and go under. There we go. And now we're gonna let that set. So I'm gonna take that pencil brush from earlier and I'm gonna clean it off very well so I don't get no dark purple in there. And I'm just gonna dip into Bahamas and put that on my like lower lash line. And be very careful to leave it on the lower lash line. I'm gonna take this really tiny brush, clean that very well of anything that may be on there. And then I'm gonna take some of the dark purple from the palette, just the slightest bit, and I'm gonna put that very close to the lash line. Now I'm gonna take my clean little blender brush and just diffuse that outer corner. So like you can see the difference. This one's more diffused and that one is just like straight. That makes sense? Probably not. Y'all probably like, shut up. Okay, I'm gonna take away this bake because she's been there for a while. Okay, now I'm gonna take my Morphe Continuous Setting Mist and just melt everything together so I can finish up the face. I'm gonna take this small brush and dip into the broken highlight shade, tap off the excess, and I'm gonna put that on my brow bone. And I'm also gonna put some in the inner corner. Okay, now I'm going to take my highlighting brush, go into that pigment, or that, I'm calling it a pigment because it's broken, and I'm going to highlight. I'm sorry, like this palette is like $5 or $6.99, I think, maybe just $5. I don't know, but I know y'all see that pigment for $5. Go get you a palette. I'm looking like a snack if I say so myself. Like, who is she? Like, who? Don't know her, never heard of her, but she look good. Take my Smashbox Super Fanned Out Mascara, and I'm just gonna put a light coat of this before I put on my lashes. Okay, so lashes are on. Next is lips. I'm taking my Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink, and this one's in the shade 65 Seductress, and we're gonna put that on. Okay, so here she is. I really liked how the eyes ended up turning out. I'm gonna be in like that compilation where it's like every beauty YouTuber ever is like. But yeah, this is the look that came from my pain of trying to blend. You can see the eyes. I'm gonna put some gloss over this. I'm taking my Smashbox Gloss Angeles Extra Shine. It's just a clear one. And I'm gonna put that over top because This gloss, the Gloss Angeles, is my favorite. Okay, so this is the overall finished look. I am going to go take these off, fix my hair, and I will come back to give you the finished look. I look a mess. But that's the finished look. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And, you know, share this video for your friends because I look cute. And yeah, that's the end of the video. Bye, guys.